Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Pick Your Brain Podcast. We are a platform to showcase creatives, social issues, mental health, and community empowerment. I'm Simone.
It's Kyle.
What up, Kim folks? It's Mike D.
Muy buenas noches, familia. Aquí con Univision 14. I'm just kidding. What up? It's your boy MC Churro.
The champ.
Hey, don't be hitting me with that just because you don't know how to speak Spanish. Okay, Tom Hanks.
Just kidding, bro.
Looking out here like Forrest Gump, bro.
This is actually the second week where you talk about my outfit. Are you okay?
It's cute.
Yeah, are you okay, Jonathan?
Don't hit me with that button then.
Always hating on my outfit.
Don't hit me with that button then.
I feel like I'm in a beach. Is that a beach scene?
Yeah.
We all
Nice.
look different.
Let's go to the
Like
beach.
all forest.
Let's go.
Yeah, he
Earth,
said
all
camel,
earth.
bitch. You can't see me. You said you can't see me. Am I even wearing pants? But nice. I like the color code.
Thank
It's
you.
earthy.
Thank you. Earthy, yes.
vibe.
I realized it really matches my brown skin, you know?
Yeah, it looks nice.
It
I
complements
like
the brown
earth
skin.
tones. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
How about Churro? What he got going on?
Look like
Bruh,
Eminem. Mexican Eminem.
Look, man, I ain't got no fashion. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I just do it out of practicality, bro.
Okay, functionality.
Same.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
cold,
just-
so I got a sweater on. Let's go. Okay.
It's hot today.
And then
it was
Mike
88
is dressed
degrees.
up like every other Filipino in the Bay Area.
You know, I
Got his
got my
beanie rolled up with
I
his
got-
That's how we
slides
wear
on.
I got my short shorts with a long tee.
There we go.
You know?
if you're not from the Bay Area, just so y'all get a visual, if you're listening, Filipinos always wear their fucking beanies like this.
Rolled
if
up.
go on YouTube to go look at Mike and I, we always wear it like that. We don't even cover our ears. That's what
Yeah.
beanies are meant for.
Yeah, it's funny. It looks nice though, you know what I'm
It
saying?
does. It fits.
But today we're going to be talking about relationships. Ooh. Romantic relationships, platonic relationships, monogamy. I'm just kidding.
Damn.
So
Other
who's in a
forms.
relationship here? I'm not.
Same, single.
Damn, really?
Mike,
Say it. You gotta
Yo.
say it.
polygamy.
Polygamy.
Just drop the breadcrumbs.
polygamy.
Just
Just
throw
drop
there.
it. Just drop it. Huh? Like, no, I'm cool. Like, I'm in an open relationship. I can say that.
Can we actually talk about open relationships first? Because I was actually thinking about it, like literally in the car, because like I saw a post and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah. So, Mike, can you explain like how your open relationship works, if you want to, or how you view open relationships?
Let's just say an open relationship is just you have a, what do you call it? A unity, an understanding that you can have multiple partners in your open relationship. That's, not platonically and, sexually. And so romantically and all those things. So, and yeah, if you have that understanding, then that's what I see as open relationship.
That's interesting.
And so, yeah.
'Cause-
For me anyways.
Yeah, because I know that like other people like, listening to different podcasts and stuff with people in open relationships and like people who are open to open relationships, they have like different rules for themselves. So I know like this one couple, they're in an open relationship, but how it works is just like sexually open. It's not really open to like emotion. Like they put like a barrier. It's like, oh yeah, you could. It's an open relationship, but we don't mess with other like emotional relationships. You could just go fuck around and then like we're the main emotional relationship. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. When it's other people, it could be like they're okay with having multiple emotional relationships. And would you guys be open to open relationships? Or are you like one person only?
I'm gonna be honest. It took me 20 years just to be in one. I don't think I'm taking my chances in a plurality.
Are you, Kyle?
I've thought about it, but I don't know until I'm actually in the situation. Because if I were to think about myself as a person, I'm a pretty jealous person, which I try to combat and try to stay away from. But I feel like it might be difficult at me, but I've thought about it, but I don't know if I'll actually do it. There's a difference between thinking about something and actually doing it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
man.
mean?
I'm
So-
pretty sure like nowadays, like a lot of people think about it. They're like, can I do this? 'Cause
honestly
it's, like,
though, but like, yeah, you're right. Like nowadays, like people, but technically a lot of people do it. They're just unspoken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot
Yeah,
of people
and
like
I
have
feel like
sides and all that.
With an open relationship, like there's communication, so it's like
Yeah.
obviously like not cheating, and it's like more respectful in a sense.
Okay,
you know
that
what
makes
I mean?
sense. Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Isn't it like haven't we been doing this for like a long time with like a bunch of different cultures? They had like polygamy type
Polygamous
relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then, you know,
Yeah, it's definitely not anything new.
this is what Hollywood presents.
Yeah. I personally, like, I thought about it too, like, can I? But I don't think I can. That's too much energy, to be honest with you. Like, when I like one person, like, they're all I see. Like, honestly, like, they're all I see. And it's,
You're
yeah.
right about that too, though.
Yeah, they're all I see.
One person's hard. It's already hard.
damn.
No pun intended.
One is already a struggle.
You're
All right,
right,
just-
actually.
You know what?
So imagine two or three.
I know, bro. Like, in emotional relationships, like, if you have 2 or 3 emotional relationships, oh my God, that's too much for me to handle.
Unless you have all that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine was like,
Yeah.
I don't have that time, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's true.
a friend of mine was like, what's the logistics of that?
Yeah. Like, how does that work?
She was just more worried about the schedules and logistics more than the actual relationships. I thought that was hilarious. But I think, you said it, that you mentioned that there was a situation where they would be open to sexual, but not emotional. I find that kind of hard because I feel like I can't have that physical connection with you
Without
without
the
emotional
emotional.
connection. You would be lying to yourself
Yeah.
because you don't just you could just have sex with someone out of
Yeah.
nowhere without. I'm like,
Anything. Because I think for them, the reason why they like stop that at the emotional part of the relationship, because it's like, dang, what if you like that person more than me, and then you leave me for that person? Like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So I think that's why like they kind of stop it there because
It's
it's like
dicey.
Yeah, because if you have a stronger emotional relationship with like your like side piece, then dang, tough luck.
And is the rule of like you have to tell that person that
Yeah.
I can have an emotional connection with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like in any relationship, like it's so common, everyone knows it. Communication is important.
Yo.
Yeah.
But everybody struggle with it.
Yeah.
Nobody knows how to actually do it. Like sometimes being honest is fucking hard.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
You're
damn, bro.
You know what I mean?
You have a chance of like hurting their feelings, and you're just like, ah, shit.
So you keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
You know all those things. So definitely, it ain't easy for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, DJ Asthmatc, bro. I just want to say right now, you just kind of shot yourself in the foot because you said one person. That's hard, bro. So whoever your future partner is, bro, I hope they don't watch this episode,
It takes
man.
work. It really does take work. But I remember I was like texting Kyle. I was like, damn, imagine you're in an open relationship and you post something on Instagram. Or somebody, your person posts something on Instagram and you like say, oh my God, hi, you look so good, I love you. And then their other person comments the same thing and you're just like, oh, fuck.
Well, you know,
I know, it's kind of, like, I cannot. Like, what the hell?
We
Like,
also. Oh no, go ahead.
No,
Oh,
go ahead.
we also mentioned that we were talking about how it does make sense though, because like sometimes people like cheat and they don't say the honest. They don't say it honestly, so
Yeah.
it saves all that trouble going through all that heartbreak because there's already an understanding with that.
Like
type
if
of
you,
sense.
like if you're a serial cheater and you're like notorious for cheating, maybe try an open relationship.
Yeah, maybe
with
you
open
should.
communication.
What are you
Makes
saying?
sense.
What are you saying? I was just joking. I'm just joking. No, I think
Did you say, what do you say?
what are you saying? That's what I said. She said that most people that are in an open relationship are serial cheaters.
No, I said if. No, that's not what I meant. It's like if you're like notorious for cheating and you don't want to cheat anymore, maybe try an open relationship where there's open communication.
I feel attacked.
Oh, wait, are you a cheater? Oh,
Damn, never mind. I'm going to save my comment. Fuck that.
I'm joking.
I didn't know.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, or you could try this. Try therapy.
Try not cheating.
No, I mean, well, obviously, yeah, but I think that, with cheaters, a lot of the time it stems to something personal, more deeper. So it's like, how about you try therapy at first before you go on polyamorous relationships,
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, yeah, if you're in a polyamorous relationship, I mean, you're technically, I mean, it's kind of bizarre to think, but like, your likelihood of cheating is less because technically speaking, you're open with multiple people, but that doesn't really help solve, like your commitment issues and just other stuff that springs up in relationships.
From my understanding of polyamory is that you can have multiple relationships, but they all know of each other.
Everyone's aware.
Oh.
They're all in it. Like they all know each other, right? And polygamy is like you're married to multiple people, right? And so an open relationship, like, you know, depending on what your, you know, understanding what that is.
Your contract.
Yeah,
Depending on your contract.
so like, you know, for me in my open relationship, like we just know that we're gonna have that open relationship, but we don't need to know who and how and whatever happens.
Don't let me know who. They better not be cuter than me.
Oh, wow.
So
That's interesting.
those are the differences.
Yeah, and if it works, it works. You
Yeah.
know, if it works for you too, it works for you too.
Imagine having a birthday party and they all saying stuff to you.
It's not like everyone's saying happy birthday, and then the all his girls are next to him.
Hey, get more gifts.
His or her man's.
Yeah. Is someone gonna say something? No? Okay. So Jonathan, since you're the only one that's in a, you know,
Monogamous.
monogamous relationship, what do you say that you've like learned from like being in a relationship versus like being single?
I learned a lot of things. But I think like if folks understand me, truly get to know me, I'm a genuine person. I'm honest. I'm dependable, that sort of stuff. So in a way, I kind of had a lot already going for me. But obviously, being single, you think about it from an idealistic perspective. But once you're in a relationship, then you got to get real, right? Because that's the test. You got to practice what you preach. And so, you know, I did a lot of learning, you know what I'm saying? And I think one of the biggest transitions was time management in a sense, because when I was single, I mean, I was going out left and right with different friends. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to hang out with this group, this person at this hour, and then I'm going to cut it off at this time. Then I'm going to go over here, that sort of stuff. And so being in a relationship, right, I went from, you know, just doing as I please, doing my own schedule, hanging out with friends, and to like trying to now have to work a different kind of schedule, set time aside for my partner, and then friends, that sort of stuff. And I think just a lot of things that you learn in a relationship, communication, you know, disagreements are always going to be a guarantee, I guess what you would say, in a relationship. But I think it's also about how you manage that. And so that was something that, you know, seeing amongst my peers how they handled their disagreements in relationship, I was like, that's what I'm not going to do. Yeah. And, you know, I just managed it my own way. And so just being more understanding, more being a better listener, and then, you know, even though you can be riled up in the situation, right? It's just like, it's better to just not speak and just give yourself some space before you start saying some, you know, fucking shit, you know.
You don't mean out of anger.
Yeah. And I think for me, right, for a lot of folks that know me, I'm not that kind of person either, just on an individual basis. It's only until you push me past my limits that, like, all hell breaks loose. It's like, you're going to see that bad side of me.
Yeah, I don't see you yelling at Elena. I like can't imagine you yelling at Elena.
Oh God, no. Yeah. I think, no, I've never yelled at her. And I think that stems from, like, you know, just hearing stories about like my family, like grandparents and that sort of shit. Just like, you know, they were never physically abusive, but I mean, like, if that's your bar, you got low standards, right? But there's like the verbal, psychological, emotional. And so like as typical, you know, in oppressed communities, right? That's all you know, toxic hypermasculinity, that sort of shit. And so I learned from this. I was like, nah, we're not going to do this, bro. Fuck this shit. And so I've never yelled at Elena. I've never even like cursed at her. If I'm mad or anything like that, like I'm very respectful, and, you know, I just try to be who I am, which is just deep down in my core, just a genuine, respectful person.
That's good.
He's real.
Nice.
Well,
Like that, he said.
he's real.
Beep, 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 beep.
He's real.
What, am I supposed to be, a mannequin, bro?
So, question to you.
Yeah.
Why was your last disagreement? And how did you handle it?
It was over some pizza rolls. I'm just kidding.
If she let you get Little Caesars or not.
It was pineapple on pizza.
Oh God, don't even get me started on that, bro. No, it was she ordered Domino's. I was like, bro, you normally mess with Little Caesars, bro. $5, hot and ready. Is it good? It's hot and it's ready.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. No, I think it was just something minute, to be honest. It was just like a misunderstanding about something. And so obviously, like, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Like, yeah, we were like a little shook at each other. We're like, what just happened? That sort of stuff. But like I said, right, I don't like to, blow up huge ass fire or whatever. So it was just like, but we had said this. And so, so it's like a little bit of a misunderstanding. And so just through communicating about it and just being honest and being respectful about it. Yeah. Solved.
Can you say that again, Professor Mendoza? I'm trying to take notes. Just kidding.
For future.
So what part of this is in it? What chapter is this
So
again?
make sure for tonight your homework, you're gonna do Cornell notes style. You're gonna have 5 questions on the side, all right? And I want detailed notes.
So, obviously, me and Kyle are the single ones. How long have you been single, Kyle?
Oh, me? Shit.
Yeah. How long were you single, and how long was your longest relationship?
I only had one relationship. That was like a year and a half, I believe so. And that was 2 years ago. Shit.
I think it's like 2 years.
2 years.
ago.
Yeah, 2 years I've been single.
Really?
Yeah. I've
feel like
I've talked to a couple, maybe 1 or 2 along the way, but that's it. Other than that, but it never really turned into something serious.
Yeah. So, like, do you like being single currently?
Recently, I've had a deeper appreciation for being single. It's kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to people and all that. I mean, not saying you can do that in a relationship, but
You're not.
not like shadowed in a way. But yeah, I think I'm doing like I love it a lot, especially when I'm a really busy person. I just have a lot on my schedule, and I were to think about it, like, y'all discuss time and everything.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
putting off that time for that person.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm like, being realistic with the situation. But if the time does come up and it does have to get to that point where I have to drop certain things, then, that's when it'll come. But it has to be something serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you open in a relationship right now?
No.
Being in a relationship?
Open to having?
Open to or having a relationship now? I'm always back and forth with that. So if I were to talk about the true cause or the true root of maybe saying it, I would say no. But at the same time, I do want one. But, there's a difference between actually wanting something for like the physical or all this extra stuff, but actually like unconditionally loving that person. That's what I'm stuck with right now. Because I have a lot of things that I just have to help with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Situations, and I want to make sure those are
Responsibilities.
settled. Yeah, because it's so easy. Like for me, like I can be so like bought into something, and I can so be easily focused on that one single person, and I'll do that. And I've done that before with past things, and I don't want to repeat those same mistakes. You know what I mean? I'm still finding myself.
I can just imagine you in a relationship and so passionate about it.
Yeah, I imagine it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I would want to give it my all, and I feel like that person would deserve it. And I just hope that my future person, she's gonna have to meet a lot of people. I know how too many people.
Fuck, bro.
that are important in my life. There's like specific people, and then people always ask. But at the end of the day, it's our relationship.
Yo, I better be top 10, bro. I better be top 10.
Top 10.
Look, if I'm not top 5, I completely understand. But I better be top 10,
You are,
homie.
bro. You are. You all are. PYBs for show.
Can
We're going to have her on the podcast.
Interview first. That'd be.
So
Can
why
I
Kyle?
can I chime in on something? I think I talked about being single for 20 years, right? Kind of like a running gag joke. But I think a lot for my situation, right? This isn't applicable to everyone, right? But I think in my situation, it kind of came at the right time. I think my pace was appropriate for my trajectory in life.
Exactly.
Because I was for the longest time growing up, I was pretty naive, pretty clueless. So I mean, I didn't really understand a lot of things well. But once I had finished high school and I was, trying to figure life out and that sort of stuff, I started growing. And so being single was very beneficial to me because it helped me grow. It helped me understand things, helped me mature. And so being single, I would say when I was single, I really did appreciate it because although, I had some issues along the way, like mental health issues. At the end of the day, right, it gave me time and space to work on myself, be real with myself, reflect with myself. And so it just, I don't know, like the mantras in life, the aura, it just so happened that at the time where I was just like, I think I'm ready, right? But I wasn't actively searching. It just I ended up meeting Elena, and so it just kind of lined up like so perfectly. And so,
How about you, Simone?
I love being single, to be honest with you. It's so nice. And I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, it would be nice to be in a relationship, but like I'm not really actively looking for anything. But it's nice because like I don't have to, like I feel like when you're starting to talk to someone that you just met, fucking good morning, good night, good afternoon, like that's bullshit.
the small talk.
I don't really like I could go like you don't have to say good night to me. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to say good morning to me. Like all that like little stuff like that you don't have to do when you're single is nice because you could just roll out of bed. You won't get in trouble for forgetting to say good night or like you're just free to do whatever you want. And right now, or like I'm open to it, but then again, like in the past couple months and like past year, it's more like I don't feel like I want to make the time to cater to someone else because like I need to take this time to like figure myself out, figure what I like and what I don't like. And I've learned so much from being like by myself and just focused on myself. And like you really see like once, I don't know, at least for me, like the past year or 2 years, I think I've been single. For the past 2 years, I've like just learned like some of the bullshit that people be pulling when they're trying to get into a relationship. Because like before I was kind of just like, like people pleaser type.
Yeah.
And just like, brush it off, whatever. Like their actions didn't really match their words. Yeah. And then I like didn't really see that up until like I really just focused on myself and like observed. So yeah, open to it, but I'm chilling right now.
I was gonna say, so what you're saying is, unfortunately, you've come across a lot of fake motherfuckers.
Yeah, like one of the like I have like 3 things that I value, like top 3 values, which is peace, authenticity, and kindness. And let me tell you a scenario that happens a lot to me when I'm like speaking to people that I notice that really turns me off. So, for example, what happened recently when I was hanging out, hopefully he doesn't watch this, but when I was like hanging out with someone, obviously like I've gotten into skateboarding and stuff like that. I post it and like my progress and stuff like that. When we were hanging out, they were like, oh, we should have bought our boards. And I was like, yeah, like we should have. Like I didn't know like you skated or whatever. And then like the day goes by a little bit and I'm like, oh, like we should go to the skate park sometime. Like, are you gonna be like free? Like, I plan on going in the morning and stuff. And then they said, oh, I actually don't have a board. And I was like, wait.
Oh.
I was like, wait, what?
Busted.
You just said that we should have brought our boards and you were talking about skating, but you don't have a board? Like, did you even skate? And like a lot of times that happens to me when I'm like, like I like when people are themselves. Like don't try to like the things I like. It's okay if you don't know anything about what I'm into as long as you're like your authentic self. And that's happened a lot. And not even just like that type of stuff. Like when I talk about like music or something. Yeah. Like there was a time I was talking about a certain music group that I liked. And then that person tried to make it seem like they knew who it was.
I listen to BTS.
But then when they were talking about it, instead of saying like, oh, I like them, or like they're like, oh yeah, I like him. He's so good. I like his song, da da da. And I was like, him? I was like, it's a music group. And I was like, okay. So it makes me just feel awkward because like I'm not gonna call it out because like that's kind of awkward being like, you don't really listen to it because like it's just like oh okay, like I see like because also from a different perspective I see where they're coming from because I'm like, okay, like back in high school I could see that. I could see myself doing that too, where I would be like, I would see what they like and I would do a whole bunch of fucking research, be like, oh shit, yeah.
And I think that draws sort of like a fine line because there's like good intentions behind impression. Yeah. But then a lot of folks try to follow impression, but they end up just going deception. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to say something like
No, for real. When I was younger, that's what I used to do. So whoever that I'm interested in, I mold myself to their image.
Yeah. So like,
because you want them
to like you.
Yes. So you want to be liked. Yeah. So in my younger days, I would go from relationship to relationship. And each relationship, I would like
More.
morph into
Yeah.
into whatever
Like
they
mirror them.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I think so if folks are doing that, like you don't have to like just be your best.
Yeah.
Find yourself in essence. And now that I'm wiser, that now I'm like I'm just gonna be me.
Yeah.
Like if I don't like it, I will let them know. And if I'm interested in knowing more, that's what
Yeah.
you express. You know what I mean? And again, back to the point of communication and being honest.
Yeah.
And sometimes being honest is hard.
Yeah.
So just be honest, and like you have to be comfortable with yourself and be honest with yourself to be able to be honest with other people around you.
Yeah.
So yeah. So again, if something comes up and you might not know about it,
Ask. Be
you
like,
could show
oh,
interest
yeah.
and inquire. That's more actually
that's better.
admirable in the sense that
Yeah.
you're inquiring and you want to learn more
Yeah.
versus pretending that you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it's okay if you don't know everything. Like, like you're supposed to learn from like your partners or learn from other people. So like it's way better being yourself even though you don't know something so that they could teach you, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, y'all, and you know what time it is?
What time is it?
I don't know. What time is it? Just kidding.
The absurdity
End
of
of the
it.
day.
Yay!
Okay, so this absurdity, we're doing a bunch of different things. Last episode, we had the Coworkers podcast, Say an Absurdity, about movies, which is what they do. So today, we're going to do like as if we had a Tinder bio.
Yeah, what's our Tinder bio?
I've had Tinder before, so.
Okay.
I don't know. I always struggle with the bio, to be honest. I was like, what the fuck do I put?
Hi.
It's always hard, to be
H-I,
honest.
smiley face.
I like long walks on the beach as the sun set.
Yeah. You know what I heard? I heard from some friends that if they put something hella funny, it just gets all the girls.
Gets the attention.
It's like,
Yeah.
just something hella funny. That's what I heard.
So, what would your Tinder bio be?
I'm still thinking about mine. I'm thinking.
Mike? What would your Tinder bio be?
Yeah, I also struggle with putting words
Together.
Yeah. That's what good looking people struggle with, personality.
That's what you put?
Struggle with your
I'm joking.
putting your personality into words.
I got mine.
Okay, go.
Fuck around and find out why I can take your breath away.
Wait, that's actually funny.
That's a good one.
DJ
And it's
Asthmatc.
actually-
That's Tinder
they'll ask, like,
material.
why? I'm like, oh, because I have asthma. No, that doesn't make sense, actually.
Damn, whoever swipes.
I'm taking
they
my
would-
own breath away.
They would take your breath away.
Oh, no. Fuck around and find out why you can take my breath away.
By
And then I'll
taking
say,
away
oh,
my
'cause I'm
asthma pump.
Inhaler.
And then they'll just be done.
Asthma pump. Because I thought of the song.
Hey, yo, Kyle, is it your time, bro? You got your 2 pumps ready, bro?
Damn.
How about y'all?
Mike, you want to go again?
Well, again, okay. I don't know. It's hard for me.
What a kid,
Maybe it'll
folks.
just be like,
Hey, girl.
what up, kid, folks?
What up, Kim folks? It's Mike B.
Hey, you do that one. You do that one meme, like I think it's Filipino oriented. It's like, do you like Tupac?
So I think it'll be like human rights activist. What up, Kim, folks? I won't be too flashy or anything. I'm just simple like that with words. Yeah.
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 But in person it's different.
Mike's like, I do better in person. What about you, Simone? What would your Tinder bio be?
Okay, probably like one of the things in it would be 5'6", just because you meet a lot of short people on there.
Damn. Oh, you're that height restriction person, huh?
No, it's just because like some people don't like
Just in
tall
case.
girls.
You know, you can actually do that on some dating apps. You can put a height
height preference?
Yeah.
What if they lie? You could always lie about your.
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy, but that's shallow.
No, I'm just saying because a lot of people don't like taller people than themselves.
It's not.
Like,
It's not for her sakes.
Yeah,
for their
it's for other people.
Because they might affect their confidence in terms of seeing someone.
Yeah,
as
they're like, oh, you're
her
5'6".
stature, you know.
Oh, okay,
tall.
okay.
Yeah. She's putting.
Yeah.
I thought that was your low bar. It's like you gotta be
No.
5'6" at least. I was like,
she's
Oh, no,
open to
'cause
that.
I'm 5'6". Because I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
makes
So,
sense
like,
now.
Yeah, because I'm 5'6", so it's like, oh, like a lot of people are like, oh, you're taller. I don't really use Tinder, so I don't know. What else? I would be like, probably some corny ass fucking joke, like don't trip chocolate chip or some shit like that, or like what's up, what it do, bugaboo, or like something like that, but nothing really spectacular. Yeah. How about you?
How about you, Jonathan?
Account/user does not exist.
Because he's taken.
It's just like the face like that.
It's like the what do they call that shit? Error
No,
404.
but we're saying.
Arrow for
we're
a
saying
four.
just if
you were single.
Just make up. What would your bio would be?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm kind of in your shoes where I don't even know what the fuck I'd put down. Because I was single for 20 years, my guy. That's indicative that I don't know how to spit games.
Right.
you know.
And I feel like another thing too, like I don't even have an Instagram bio really, because I don't know, like I feel like, me personally, I feel like if I write anything, it's kind of corny. Like, just like I think I like what you put, like fuck around and find out, because it's for real. Like,
because
fuck
I'm
around and
corny.
find out.
Hey, you better
No,
quote
that's not that corny though. That's the thing. Like,
That's
I
real.
feel like corny is like,
I just made
like,
that up today.
like,
I like long walks on the
like,
beach. at
yeah,
30
or like just saying a whole bunch of shit about yourself. It's like, damn, bro, like what now? They can't ask like, oh, so what do you do? Because you already put it in your bio, and you're gonna be like, didn't they read it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. So, everyone, cross-board, fuck around and find out.
That's the new quote of the year.
Quote of the year. Fuck around and find
BYD,
out.
Fuck around and find out.
And that's our absurdity of the day.
Comment down below if you would swipe right
Or swipe left.
Oh, wait.
or swipe left.
Wait, individually or as a whole collective?
Whatever you like.
Let us know if you'd swipe left on all of us. I don't, or is
individually
it right,
or
left?
collectively.
Yeah. What do we? PYB going Tinder, looking for people to interview on Tinder. Have our own Tinder.
I'm gonna fuck around with y'all. I'm gonna make a Tinder for all our fucking page, bro, just to see what the fuck happens.
Our promo photos are Tinder profiles.
And that's actually a good way to promote our podcast.
Honestly,
be on
bro.
Tinder,
Yeah.
like PYB podcast.
Are you a musician? Are you da? You know what I'm saying?
Do you match with us?
Yeah. Swipe right if you want to be interviewed. If you're an upcoming artist or you just want your voice heard.
I'll probably just look at the swipes. I won't read the comments because I don't want to be like, I want that person. I'll be like, oh shit, no.
Yeah.
Dope. And so, what's the other part of our half?
You just on the topic of Tinder. One of my friends used to just swipe right to everybody. Because it's hard.
Just to see.
It's hard if you're an average or okay-looking guy. Like it's so hard to like get the
Beauty
couple you
is
like.
subjective.
But if you're good-looking, it gets so easy. I don't know.
Beauty's in the eye.
I don't know. For me personally, like if I see like, I don't know. This is just me. I don't like dating websites. If I see someone's like just like flexing and like barely their face, if they're just flexing, I'm just like, dude, what the heck?
Kyle, you got to change up your shots, bro. All right, nobody likes that.
No, Kyle has some good ass DJ pictures.
That's
He could be
all
putting-
really.
Oh, that's true.
That's all they know me as. Oh, you're a DJ.
God.
Like, yeah.
Or with your dog. Oh my God, girls love dogs. If you put your dog on your Tinder account, dude, game over.
Or cats.
Or cats.
Okay.
Wait. I have a follow-up question to that then. What's your type? What would you swipe right to?
Oh, like based off look.
Or generally,
Wait, are you
Or in
talking about?
person.
What are you
let's-
talking about?
generally,
like-
generally, what's your type?
your type?
Yeah.
So like personality traits or physical features?
You can just share both aspects, right?
Everything.
Yeah.
Jonathan, Elena.
Damn, I was only about to say. I'll be like, I swipe. Wait, what direction is it? Left or right?
Right.
Right.
I'd swipe right on Elena.
Elena.
So if you want to find out Jonathan's type, we have an episode with Elena. So
To learn who she is.
yeah.
That's true.
Kyle, what's your type?
Oh man.
What's your type?
I don't even know what's my type.
That's what you
I
do.
like
Fuck
Viet
around and
girls.
find out.
Kyle likes Viet girls.
Guys like, what? What'd you say?
I said he likes Viet
No,
girls.
Damn.
I'm just
It could
kidding.
be any type of girl. I think I'm still learning as I go. I'm pretty open to all different types. I'd say petite girls really get me like type of sprung. I'm like, oh wow, you're
So
really.
if you're beefy, you don't want you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think petite girls are just like, yeah, they get me. And
Okay.
girls who work out, I think that's really dope too. They work out.
Health conscious.
Really into just having fun. I feel like just getting out. I was thinking too, like I think I would like girls who are just like really free and like liberated in a type of sense. I really like that. Like they just don't give a fuck. So like honestly, whenever I watch movies when there's those type of girls, I'm like, holy fuck.
The skater
With a little bit of crazy to them. Like what's her name? From
Crazy?
Suicide Squad 2? What's her
Harley
name?
Quinn?
Harley Quinn.
That's like
That's
this
like crazy.
generation's like it girl.
But I don't know. Maybe that's just me fantasizing. That could just be me fantasizing. If you all seen
Yeah.
Money Heist Tokyo, she's just like crazy. I was like, holy
Kyle
shit.
said, "I want me a Harley Quinn."
But no,
I feel for your life, boy.
I think, no, maybe that's just a fantasy. The more I think about it.
Okay.
But
The
male
I'm still
fantasy.
learning.
I think from what you're saying is you just like someone who's a little bit more like free, outgoing, little rowdy, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rowdy. Like to have
I feel like
fun.
you like someone who isn't afraid to like just be themselves and be free.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
basically. Because I also feel like too, like to a certain sense, I'm just very like, very grounded in a sense, like with everything that I do. So just someone to like bring that side out of me more often, I think that'd be like pretty dope. Just like let go of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool. Because I feel like I'm just so like uptight sometimes.
Upside.
How about you, Mike?
Me, being, my bio human rights advocate, like you have to be at least politically conscious. And I think that's one of the things, like, and you have to be able to be open to learning.
Yeah.
And the fact that if you're able to open to learn, then like sky's the limit, right? To be able to grow together and develop and grow and learn, and it's just one of the things that my what do you call it? Yeah. Sometimes not a lot of people have that. I've gone through a lot of relationship and it's a struggle in communicating. Like I like to be open. I like to be able to just communicate about everything, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of people struggle with that. And then the idea of being politically conscious, not everyone, at least you got to be open to learn. Again, you can always develop that consciousness. So that's one of the things that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, sky's the limit.
What about you, C Money? Got to be 5'10" at least.
Let's see. I like now, learning what I like and seeing people like, and learning like my own like things that I dislike about me that I'm trying to work on too. I like notice that like I like people who are like kind of private. They're not really too rowdy or like too like they're not like
all over the place.
all over the place and
Is that hydraulics, bro? Huh? Hydraulics.
Hey,
She said, "I don't do them low-rider hydraulics, though."
yeah. And like like you said, like somebody who's like open to learn new things, learn about, who's just like aware that like there are different people that come from different places, so not everyone's gonna think the way you do, and to be open to that. Yeah. And I like someone who like likes to stay home, who also likes to stay home, but like likes to go out on adventures too. Because I feel like for me, if the type of relationship I want would be like a best friend type of relationship where like we would go to places together, like go like to different states or like go on a road trip, like that type of stuff. Yeah. More like intimate type scenes, I guess, like where it's like you really get to know another person. But yeah, that's what I like.
I see.
Okay, that's what's up. And I think just to chime in on my behalf, right? Like some of the things that I definitely love about my partner, you know, and it kind of ties into what you were saying, right? Someone who's politically conscious, someone who's always willing to learn. You know, we don't have to get into like super deep political debates, that sort of stuff, but just because for me it's just like I like to have conversations about life. I love to have conversations about, you know, complex topic and subject matters, and so that's something that I definitely do enjoy. A gamer, you know, saying I like so me and Elena, we've had like overcooked dates where we would play the game Overcooked, and it was like, you know, team based, and so it'd be like, oh no, so here's what we're gonna do for this game, we're gonna do this, that, and so like for me, if I'm playing a game with someone else, I'm not real like, dude, what the fuck you fucking up for, you know, like I'm not like that. I'm just like, we, you know, it's a game, let's go at it again. But like if I'm playing by myself, I'm just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You just need to hit X at the right time, you know, like that sort of stuff. So I've loved those dates with Elena. I think someone a little bit like homebody kind of too, because like I like going out and stuff like that, and I like hanging out with friends, but it's like in smaller groups or like close friends. Like I don't really do too much like big outings. You know what I'm saying? And so and I think just at the root of it all, you know, someone who's real. And so I've definitely loved that about my partner, because like Elena, she's super real, super genuine, super honest. And so it's something that, you know, both of us practice in our relationship that has kept it going for almost 3.5 years now.
Nice.
To be real. Gots to be.
That's Cheryl Lynn. That's
Let's just
name,
be
right?
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just be
Wait,
real.
what are your love languages? Did we talk about our love languages already?
I think we did, actually.
But let's like reiterate in terms of relationships, because I feel like it could be very different in terms of relationships.
Yeah.
Love languages.
So what are y'all love languages?
Kyle?
Why me first?
I don't know. I feel like we just go down the line.
You know, left to right.
line, bro.
Left to right.
I have it written down somewhere.
I guess for the time being, can y'all remind me what are the languages again?
Physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time. What else?
Gifts.
Gift giving.
And
There's another one. Gift receiving.
Physical touch and acts of service.
Well, access to service.
access service.
Okay, so I got
Giving access service.
37% words of affirmation, 20% receiving gifts, 17% quality time, 13% for physical touch and acts of service.
Damn, bro, what the hell? You put this on a spreadsheet or something, bro? Did your own math?
My nose.
And then like he like tells his like future partners to like do their tests, and like he writes
Yeah,
down
yeah.
like who's more compatible.
So based on your first love language, we're not compatible because you don't like quality time, and so that. I was kidding.
Yeah, there's a 36% chance of us working out.
You need at least a 35% on quality time, or else it's not working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one way to like, the love languages is like, one is what you like.
Yeah.
And there's a second aspect of how you communicate.
Yeah.
And
How you express it.
Yeah, how you express it. Because you can, in general, majority of men, speaking in general, it's more, they like the physical touch.
Did you just assume, bro? No, I'm just kidding.
No, in general. In general.
His gender.
Statistically, it's not an assumption.
No, I'm not fucking with you.
Generally, men have like a physical touch in terms of our biology, the physiology of like men just generally want touch. And for women, generally speaking, it's acts of service.
Yeah.
And so these and everybody, again, not all, but majority generally, that's what the difference between the men and the women.
Yeah.
And so and so in terms of like speaking about like the open relationship and the different forms of relationship with involving other people, it's usually coming from men. And we have to take a look in terms of the makeup of our society of patriarchy.
Yeah.
And the systemic issues that is at play, that men can push this type of relationship for their needs of the physical touch. That's why I was speaking around in regards to why generally men are physical touch, and then how to be able to actually within systemic issue of patriarchy, that they have power, that they can actually create these conditions. Not to say that it's just all men that want all those things, but in general, and understanding systems and issues and patriarchy and all those things, it plays out in our society. It's very unequal in essence.
Oh, big time.
And so majority, general, that men are the one that are actually initiating these forms of relationship that have multiple partnership.
Yeah.
And so, that's. But I just wanted to touch on that. Anyways.
What about you, C Money? What's your languages?
For me, quality time is like one of the biggest love languages I have.
Quality time with you.
Like I would literally rewatch a show just to like hang out with my sister. Like if she wants to, I would finish the series and be like, "Oh, you want to rewatch?" Like I would rewatch it just to like be like in the same room as her. But in terms of like relationship, that's up there too. And like the main difference between like friendship relationships and relationships with a like partner would be like my physical touch. My physical touch goes from like below to like number 2, just because like when it comes to relationships, like I don't know. For me personally, I guess like to save that part of myself for like someone I actually feel for in that way, if that makes sense. Yeah. And like I'm very touchy. Like I don't really like hug my friends or anything, but I'm very touchy when it comes to like relationships. And also how I like show love is like acts of service is one of them. Like I would literally like it's kind of bad because I would drop everything to like I was like, oh, like you need me to pick you up? Okay,
you need gas money?
Yeah, you need gas money? I'm gonna give you gas money. Like that type.
What a guy! What a guy!
Like that type of stuff. What else? I like gift giving. Like if I'm at the store and I see something that you might like or you might need, then I'll probably buy it. I probably would buy it for you. So yeah.
What about you, Mike?
In terms of love languages, is one, I used to think quality time, but it's because it requires quality time to have physical touch.
What a guy.
So I'm like, it's physical touch. And then quality time.
My man has a math to this, he said.
And then word of affirmations. And then act of service. And then last is gift giving. And so that's how how I want to receive. But in terms of how I express it, it kind of, number one is the same, physical touch. And I think one thing I've come to learn is that, the one that I was engaging with, physical touch is not necessarily her love language. And so I've come to learn to like be honest and say like, hey, this is my need. And I know you're not going to be able to provide that need all the time. And I won't put any pressure or have that expectations on you, but I just want to express this is my need. And anytime that, we spend time, that's how I'm gonna, but you just let me know when it's a little too much.
Yeah.
Because, I'll be like all over I love the touch. I love the hug, just, the little things. And especially if you're in the same space, like, I'll be like, every minute, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? I would just hug you. I would like, things like that. I would just, that physical touch. And so again, that could be, for other people, that could be overwhelming in essence, that might not have the same love languages. And so again, I always communicate it. This is what I want to do, but let me know. You just, draw your boundaries so I'm able to respect those things. So that's what it is. It's just being able to communicate, understanding your needs and wants, and then see what the other people wants and needs and be able to figure out what's the middle ground where everyone's happy. And so, yeah.
I see that. How about you, Jonathan?
So I borrowed Kyle's spreadsheet. I was able to do my calculations.
Calculations.
No, but I did do I went on this one website. Funny enough, actually, after we had talked about that one episode when we talked about it, Elena, I brought it up with Elena, and so she ended up going on a website, and we both took it. And so for me, it was number 1, quality time. Number 2, physical touch. I think my last one was gift giving, actually. And I think third and fourth were, what is it? There's acts of service and then words of affirmation. I think number 3 was words of affirmation, and then number 4 for me was what was it?
Physical touch. Physical touch. Did you already say that?
Yeah. Number 2, words of affirmation. Access. No.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
acts of
access service. Yeah, yeah.
service.
Access service is my number 4. So, yeah. I'm actually pretty bad at receiving gifts. In a way, I don't like receiving gifts.
I don't
like
you know, I don't know. I kind of grew up well, after graduating high school and, you know, just me becoming an individual. I just sort of like, I kind of put myself in this mentality where it's like, well, if I want something, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to work for it, that sort of stuff. And so like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I always feel awkward when people give me something because I'm just like, oh, thanks. But I'm just sort of like, yeah, exactly. And I feel bad because it's like, I'm afraid the other person's going to perceive it like, damn, this ungrateful fuck. But it's like, no, it's just, you know, like I kind of learned along the way where it's like, if I want something, I'm going to work for it because, you know, like I want it. And then acts of service kind of falls in line with that gift giving because I'm usually always the one who's performing acts of service. And so like, I'm kind of similar to you in a sense where if I had a fucked up partner, I would be easily like abused in that sort of sense because like same shit, like I drop everything for my partner and I'm always willing to flex my schedule and always like bend things around to make shit work. So like, so thanks Elena for being a real one. But like if I would have been in another relationship with someone toxic, I would have been hella abused for that. So and I think for me, number 1 quality time is just conversations, just spending time with my partner, and you know, just
being there.
So
Acts of service. Would you give me gas money too?
I don't know. Have you seen Gas lately?
I don't know about that 406.
I don't know, man. I got a pump 91, bro. My shit not friendly, bro. My shit almost $5 a
I
fucking
use
gallon.
87, so.
Imagine giving someone gas money and they drive like one of those like fast cars.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, bro.
You know, funny enough, one time when I was going to school, I was driving to Santa Cruz. I was at the gas station before having to head fucking south. And some person did ask me if I had, you know, gas money. And I was just like, I never carry cash. So when I do, it's weird. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Take my 20, bro. And I just fucking gave it away.
There we go.
Nice.
Gas money. Oh, you know, we should do Enneagram. I know that should be our next topic.
What's that?
Our Enneagram. It's a test. It's
Oh yeah, I took it. I think I'm a coach.
yeah. It's 1 through 9. That should be our next topic. Enneagram. All right.
That'd be interesting to talk about.
Yeah. What number you are?
Oh, it's a number.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
And top of Okay.
Okay, cool.
What else we got?
What else we got? You got a question, Kyle?
No, I don't got a question.
You don't want to know about us in relationships? I'm just kidding. So you're telling me you don't want to know anymore? I'm just
Someone
kidding.
said, Kyle's being an ass. He's not asking questions about us.
Let's see. What's the hardest thing that you've like learned about yourself
In relationship.
in a relationship? Like, what was the hardest pill to swallow? I guess. I
can start. Yeah, I think for the most part, like through all the relationships I've been through, I wasn't a great person. I was very toxic in essence, and I had to learn all these things and all the things that's wrong with you. I think sometimes we focus on the things that we're great at. We like to think of ourselves like, oh, these are things that we're, good at.
Yeah.
And I think over the times I've come to learn what are the bad things, and I've been able to work on them and understand them. And again, back to the point of like, you have to know yourself and understand yourself. So the idea of therapy.
The idea of therapy is a very good idea.
The idea of like that shadow work, like that work internally that you have to do for yourself to learn about yourself before you can actually fully love another person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that, you're lacking. And how can you communicate if you don't even know yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
And how can you love someone if you don't know yourself in a way that how to love someone and be loved?
Yeah.
And that's one aspect of like that you have to understand yourself is like how to love and how to be loved is necessary.
Yeah.
If you don't have all those things. And again, at the same time, when you're young, you're still trying to figure out yourself.
Yeah.
So understand that, it's a process of getting there. And so just know and try to learn as much as you can. There's certain unnecessary sacrifices that you have to go through, but just understand that it's better to be prepared in understanding yourself, or at least have that journey. And I think that's what I love about y'all and the way y'all are handling yourself. Yeah, even at an early young stage of your life, that you're already in a point of like, I want to know more about myself and be comfortable with myself before you even prioritize relationship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And,
big time.
and I love how you're both of y'all doing that, right? You're like, this is what I want to focus on. Yes, that would be great, but I think this is my priority.
Yeah.
And then when it comes, then I'll do my best to be in that process.
And I think it's just sort of like, how can you expect to love someone else when you don't even love yourself first?
Yeah. That's another thing too.
So yeah, that's my.
What was the question again?
What's
I asked it.
What did you learn? What did you learn
what's the
about
hardest
you?
like pill to swallow?
Yeah.
What about you, Simone?
I think for me is that realizing that whatever, the only thing you can control in relationships, whether like if you are in a bad relationship, is how do I say this? Is how you handle the situation. Because no matter what the person does or whatever, you have to kind of take yourself out of the situation and see like, okay, like I can't really control what they're doing. All I can control is like my actions and what I do. I could choose to leave, choose to communicate, whatever. And like a lot of the times, like even though you may think it's your fault, it's not your fault, and it's something that they have to deal with. And because I feel like with me previously being such like a people pleaser, I always thought that, like, oh, it was my fault that what happened to me happened, when like shit just happens and people have their own traumas that they have to deal with, and it's you kind of got in the way of that, and it shouldn't make you any less. And don't be around people that dim your light, pretty much too. If that makes sense. I don't know if any of that made sense, but
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Yeah.
What about you, Kylie?
I think hardest pill to swallow with me was victimizing myself. I think it was just a very tough time at that time when I was there, and I was using that as an excuse for certain issues we had in the relationship. But I feel like there's like this little triangle thing that I learned in a workshop. So if you flip a victim mentality, you actually become the creator and the survivor. And that's what I feel like what I flipped with that triangle, from being at the bottom to the other side of it, instead of using my beauty in the struggle as a driving force in whatever I do. And I feel like that's what enabled me to like open up and to not use that as a sense, instead of just trying to deflect the situation because of what I'm going through, instead face the situation and face the conflict. You know what I mean? But of course, still acknowledge the darkness that I've been through, but don't use it, for a certain situation, which I did before. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And maybe, that ending was for the better, for me to realize that about myself, which I did, which is good. I feel like with any experience that you experience in life, it's always going to teach you a lesson. Yeah. Whether if it's a very hard lesson or an easy lesson. And if I didn't learn it at that time, I would have learned it maybe later on, which would have been even more difficult. You know what I mean? So
exactly. How can you expect to learn in life if you never make mistakes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out.
Kyle said, the words of great Uncle Ben, with great power comes great responsibility.
Exactly.
Shut up, Uncle Ben. I think my biggest learning curve in a relationship was understanding how to be more flexible with audibles, schedule changes. And it just stems from the fact that, I guess from a very, to get like deep with it, I've had an obsession with time ever since, my bro passed away, because I always felt like, time's a motherfucker, like, fuck you, like, I wish I had more time. So then growing up, it was just more so like, well, I'm going to make time, or I'm gonna take time into my own hands. I'm gonna control it as much as I can. And so a lot of the times I tried to create my own schedules and abide by them, and just try to fit things all that I can and get to what I planned for accordingly, because I want to take control of time. And so, in my relationship, there have been many situations where it's like, oh, okay, like maybe we have a dinner reservation at like 7, and it's like, I'm at her house like 7:10. She's like, oh, I'm not ready yet. And it's like, but I had told you like a day before. I even texted you in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I mean, the schedule was set for 7, but the thing is, there's a preparation period that you have to keep in mind priorhand. It's just like, and even amongst some of my friends from time to time too. And so like, whenever plans would fall apart, I just like, God fucking damn it, and that sort of stuff. And so I just learned that, hey, sometimes things just don't happen, and it's like, it's okay. That's just kind of how life is. And so I think, at the same time, I just had to have a real conversation with myself. It's like, well, why am I so obsessed with time? And so that's when I found out. It's like, oh, because, time was taken away from me. And so as a way for me to cope, I wanted to control time. But unfortunately, that's not the life we live. That's not the world we live in. Sometimes things just happen. Time can't always be in your control. But something that I learned was it's not so much about taking control of time. It's about spending as much quality time as you can with the folks that you love. Because if, you disappear tomorrow, I mean, like, you're not going to be there to, remorse about, fuck, I wish I had more time. You'd be enjoying what time you did have with those folks. So,
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I came to find out recently in terms of my wants and needs is because of my childhood trauma, right? That plays out in terms
big
of
time.
our makeup as a person. Is that, my mother was never there. My grandma raised me. And so I came to realize that my want and need to the physical touch aspect, and I've always turned it kind of sexually, but I just came to find out that no, it's not.
Nurtured.
It's nurture. It's that what I call platonic intimacy.
Yeah.
Like I just want to be held.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, my younger days, I didn't understand it. I've always translated it as a sexual thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh shoot, like I just want platonic intimacy where, the aspect of nurture, being held, being touched, and wanting that touch of a mother.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. So I have a lot of friends that are just platonic. And, I try to be honest with them, like, I don't want to, I like the platonic aspect of our friendship, but just know that, I like to touch, I like to just the idea of like, you know what I mean? Like just the idea of, yeah. I'm like, so I kind of like crave that. And so, back to the point of like our childhood trauma and how we came up plays a role.
And I think that's the thing about, and that's something that, I've echoed in what I've said, but I think that's the thing about when folks want to get into a relationship, it kind of goes back to what you were saying, Kyle. It's like, there's wanting to be in a relationship and there's you being ready to be in one. And the thing is, to be ready to be in one, in a serious one, you got to do a lot of prep for yourself. You got to do a lot of soul searching.
Yeah.
You got to do a lot of self-reflection, because a lot of the shit that comes up in relationship stems from your past. And it's like, there's one thing to be unaware of it until it springs up. But if you keep repeating the same behaviors and you're not paying attention to that, it's just like, at that point, it's like, you're kind of being a little negligent, fam. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I know it's kind of a joke, right? But you need therapy. Like, you need to do
We all need therapy.
You need to do some soul searching, because at the end of the day, right, a lot of your, I guess what you would say, rowdy behaviors, a lot of your troubles stem from some void that you're trying to fill from your past, that you don't realize it until shit hits the fan in the moment. So it's like, I'm not discouraging folks, like, you're not ready, like, sit the fuck down. But it's just like, just keep that in mind, because a relationship isn't something to just fuck around with, unless you're kind of doing like a friends with benefit or like whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're like wanting to be serious with somebody, it's just like, you got to do a lot of, preparation for that, because you need to find yourself.
Yeah.
For sure. So if y'all want to hug me, just let me know. I like hugs.
I'll make sure to hug you twice every episode from now on, Mike.
I do want to say that, I love y'all, like genuinely. And, I love people around me. And so, I just want to let y'all know that.
All love, all love.
You know what I mean? And so,
My dad never said that, thank you so. No.
I'll give you a hug after that. We all need hugs.
I'm telling you from now on, 2 every time, bro. It's okay, Mike. It's okay.
It's okay.
Starts crying on camera.
Yeah, relationship comes in many forms,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
we have to value the people around us
Yeah.
and express, and like they say, tell people that you love them before it's too late.
Yeah. That's true.
That's a good way. Yeah.
People are afraid. People are afraid to express themselves.
Yeah. On a funny note, I really don't think I'm gonna find someone real soon because I don't reply to anyone really on my DMs. Like if they like swipe up or like say something, I'll reply, but then that's as far as it goes. And like, bro, like I don't do like Tinder and everything. So like I'm gonna have to find someone in person. And I'm just like, damn, bro, I don't leave the house. But yeah.
What would you say is what makes you so against those dating apps?
I really don't like small talk, and it's too much. I don't really like texting either. I like
She said, "You driving out all my
Conversation.
text messages for the month, bro." I mean,
You prefer having a conversation?
yeah, I prefer face to face, and I feel like online it's easy to hide behind a screen.
Yeah. What if you FaceTime them?
And yeah, no, I mean like
No, just FaceTime them. I noticed. Well, yeah, one of my friends who does it, he FaceTimes them like right away. I'm like,
just so you know, Kyle,
interesting.
I was the last
And-
person that put a hate comment on your post. I created a fake profile just to say, "Eat more ketchup."
no, and I feel like too. I don't know the thought of if you like dating apps and stuff, that's fine. But for me, the thought of dating apps is kind of ick. It's kind of ick to me.
Icky.
Just because I don't know. It's just not for me. I'd rather just like if I see someone in person and I think they're cute, I would like go up to them, like, hey, what's up? Single?
I think it touches on what you've been saying in general, where it's that fakeness and superficiality aspect that's very prevalent in social media dating apps.
Yeah, and
That
I feel like
makes
too
sense.
in dating apps, like you're pretty much selling yourself. Not selling yourself, but like it's like a sales pitch, like, oh, why I'm like putting up pictures and putting a bio, why you should swipe right. This is why you should swipe right. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for me personally, it's not. If it'll come, it'll come. It's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? In my life right now.
You want your meat, but not in the market. You want it now?
Wait, run that by me again. I missed the first word.
I want my meat, but not in the market.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. You want to see it in person.
Oh,
You want to be able to feel it and touch it and bite it right there.
feel it, touch the meat. Oh my god.
I guess another perspective is just this time now. It's just people don't like go out because of this whole COVID thing.
that's
So
the thing,
people
too.
are reverting to situations like that. So I understand it in that sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's another way to put it. Like, are people really going out like that?
Yeah, and like
know what I mean?
in this day and age too, how people do relationships and how they work.
Yeah,
it's
different.
not. Yeah, it's not really that. It's more common to meet your person online than it is, in person.
I mean, I guess you could say it's also the same too with like sliding through the DMs on like Instagram or Snapchat in a sense. Like maybe you're just acquaintances. You maybe went to have the same class and you just try to talk to them.
I mean,
guess
if
it's the same way
I've
too.
met you like in person, like if you were in my class and we just happen to, follow each other on Instagram and stuff, and you start hitting me up through there, then like I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know there's a difference with that now that I'm thinking about it. Like just following them on social media and then meeting them on I don't think there's it's a fine line, but I don't think it's too much different.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's why like I really don't reply to DMs either.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's just a tool.
Yeah, it's a tool.
Yeah.
Whether it's social media, dating app, all those things, it's a
Yeah.
tool, and it's how people use it.
Yeah.
And it's all about the user. And so whether you meet them in person or not, people are assholes. They're gonna be assholes either way.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
And so, but at the same time, it's gonna take a process of getting to know someone.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
yeah.
whatever that process is, that first connection, that first contact can come from whether it's a dating app, social media, or in person. Those are just the different many ways. But it's really about you being able to have a good judgment of character and,
Yeah.
and in relating with other people and be able to say, no, this this ain't going down.
Here's another argument too that I've heard. When you move somewhere and you don't really know people and you don't know where to go, that's how you meet people. That's another one.
True.
I guess that's another argument.
Or you could just go to your local bookstore. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean like say you just move somewhere where you don't even know.
You know how
I guess
many
that's
people
another
read,
argument.
Simone?
That I've
You know how
read.
many people read nowadays,
About
bro?
like 3 in every 100. I'm just kidding.
No, it's just, I'm just like thinking about it. Like
Just
maybe
go to
things have just
Target.
evolutionized.
Yeah, just go to Target.
But I
'Cause-
agree with you because
Right.
I've gotten into reading recently, and so like funny enough, I visit Barnes and Noble kind of frequently, not just by myself, but with one of my friends. He's single, and so he's like, I find quality women at bookstores. I was
Oh,
like, okay,
interesting.
guy. And so like whenever we go, I'm there because I'm like, I got to read more about my people, bro. I got to read more. And he's like, I need to read more about these ladies out here,
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, like you could tell a lot about a person by the books they read. I'm just kidding.
I met someone at the grocery store.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was shopping, and
Oh, you don't buy organic?
it's summertime, and I love watermelon. So I went to the watermelon area, and there's happened to be like a person there, and
Tapping the watermelon.
exactly right, exactly. And I was like, how do you? I had to like start the conversation. I was like, excuse me, how do you know? How do you find the ripe one? And she's like, oh, this is what you do, da da da. And I was like, okay, I'll take your advice, but I can let you know if it's ripe. Let me give you your number.
Oh, smooth. Did she give you her number? She
That's
said,
smooth.
I'm married. I'm just kidding.
No, I wasn't. It was just genuinely like,
Yeah.
I just want to know. But then just making connection with people.
Oh, you said like if you wanted to, you would say like that.
Yeah, I'll let you know
okay,
how
yeah,
if it's ripe.
Yeah, like whenever I go out, like I know like I'm introverted, but when I go out, I have no problem with speaking to people around me. Like every time I go out, I find myself, having like connections with strangers and stuff, just talking about like anything really. And I haven't met someone that I was attracted to, but I feel like if someone's there that I'm attracted to, I'd be like, hey, so how you like your watermelons? You're like,
Wow, this is a pretty wild overcast weather we're having today. Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought there was gonna be rain.
Yeah.
Here's one that's like a little bit different. Like so, like I have some clients who are like from India, right? And then I mean, it's not like not everyone practice it, but they do where they for relationships, what they'll do is their parents will find someone for them.
Oh, arranged
and they'll
marriages?
arranged marriage. So they'll talk like through Zoom for like a couple months, and then they'll meet.
Yeah.
And then from there, they know if it's good or not. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess
saw
there's
it on
just
a
different
show.
approaches to relationships.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean? Yeah.
But I think
Well, how
that's
do you-
also just kind of more of a cultural practice.
Yeah,
and that's
cultural
not
practice.
And that's not a knock against anybody. It's just stating as it is.
People
it's
do
a
it
cultural
differently.
Practice,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
People used to meet at the disco. I mean, times are different.
Yeah. In the 80s, people used to meet at the mall.
Yeah, they used to
Mall
be at the mall.
rats, you know what I'm saying? And
know what?
nowadays, I feel like it's weird to meet someone at the mall because like, I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of like younger people just hang out at the mall. So it's like, if you see something cute, they're probably under 18.
Yeah.
You probably catch a case. That's why I'd be just like,
Yeah. It's dramatized in Hollywood.
yeah. But
You probably get shamed at the mall. Oh, you buy Lacoste? Ew. Or some shit. So
yeah. Oh, you went into the Croc store? That's a little sus. I'm just kidding. I'd be going in the Croc store.
Yeah, I find myself like just generally friendly when I'm out in public, and I talk to everyone. I address people with their names, and like meeting strangers. Like when I go to like a retail store, I look at their eyes when I'm making a transaction,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "What's your name?" People get weirded out, though. Like,
People get nervous. No, let me tell you. When you make eye contact, they get nervous because they're not used to that. They're not used to
Exactly.
people like looking you in the eyes and speaking to you.
and
it's like-
acknowledging them as a human
you just gotta-
being.
thank you very much, Mr. Sir Robert Johnson. Thank you. I will say this now that we're talking about this. You know what's the one thing I absolutely fucking love about being in a relationship? No offense, y'all. What's the one thing I fucking love about being in a relationship? I don't have to give a fuck anymore. If I'm out on the mall and I want to be fucking stupid, I can be fucking stupid all I care because I'm not trying to impress nobody no more, bruh. Like, I get to fucking walk out looking like this, bro. Don't nobody give, I don't give a fuck what people think. It's like, damn, that guy ain't got no style. Bitch, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when I'm hanging out with some of my single friends, right? They're just like, like, trying to look good, impress and shit like that. I'm just out there like, I don't care.
You should still try to look good for yourself.
Yeah. Like, okay, I don't know if you guys know, but like, like this whole like dressing for the male gaze and dressing for the female gaze it's like there's so many different like it's viewed differently, and like I don't want to get into that because it's like a long process, but like people like hearing people's stories about like dressing when they started dressing for like the female gaze, like as a female, it felt like so much better. And I feel like when I finally found like my personal style and stuff, and finding clothes that like fit me really well, it felt so freaking good, because I'm like, I don't care about like trends anymore. Like when skinny jeans were a trend, I wore like bootcut jeans and shit like that, and I was like, oh fuck, because I was young, obviously like 8th grade and shit like that. So I was like, oh shit, I need to get into skinny jeans, blah blah blah. Did not look on my good on my body type, but like I was fitting the trend. And now that I'm like older, I'm just like, yeah, like I wear what I want because it feels good, and like, yeah. Like that came out of nowhere, but
No, it's funny. No, it's funny because like the way I dress, I'm like simple, right? Just put a camera, you know. I just have my short shorts and a shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, everybody's rocking the short shorts.
Like these short shorts?
No, just like any short, like above the knee.
Oh yeah.
That's the in thing.
Oh
now.
yeah, below the knee,
yeah.
above the knee, sort of shit.
And it's crazy when you like.
I was like, what? Okay, that's what I've been dressing.
Yeah, like you see like different styles coming into play, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I love wearing that stuff. And now that it's in, like it's kind of nice that when it's in, because there's more clothing for you that's available.
You feel like a little bit more validated too in a sense.
No, not really validation. It's more like when it's in, I don't have to go and find it anymore.
Oh,
It's more accessible.
It's more accessible.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I bought these like really like, they're kind of like these pants in at the sales section in Urban Outfitters, and I didn't wear it for like 2 years because I was like, yeah, like I don't think it'll like look appealing to other people, or like it doesn't look right in like the sense of what the style was. And I was like, and then I put it on like after those 2 years, and I was like, what the hell? Like this goes crazy. And it was like, because I was finally comfortable dressing how I wanted and not cared about like other people's like view on me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
I do have to say, I appreciate your style.
Mm-hmm.
I think
It's very like weird, like different.
But no matter what it is,
Yeah.
is the fact that you make an effort, and you know, I know you do it for you and the way you express yourself. But I think in terms of me coming into a relationship, like if someone knows how to just know their own style and try to like dress, you know, that's something I appreciate.
Yeah, and
You
it's
know what I
really
mean?
fun too.
Because sometimes some people don't have any sense of fashion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we can work on this thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Let's go take you shopping real quick.
We can work on this. But at the same time, it's actually appreciated when someone make an effort in terms of
How they look and their appearance.
No, you don't have to do whatever your reason you do it for.
Yeah.
You can appreciate someone that's actually. That's why when I see you all the time, I'm like, that looks dope. That looks dope.
Yeah, you know, in my case, right? Like if
Thank
if I need to clean up, I can clean up, right? But I think on a daily basis, I just kind of wear clothes for practicality. But that's sort of like the mask behind the reality of it.
Yeah.
And the reality of it is that I like, in a sense, I despise clothes in the sense that I grew up fat. So like always being body shamed by parents, relatives, whatever. And so I just never felt good about my body. And so it wasn't until like after high school that, you know, I started getting really, really into fitness and health and that sort of stuff. And I dropped 50 pounds. And so like I felt great about myself. But then as I started gaining weight from that point, it's just like, fuck, I'm getting back to how I was, you know, before then. And so like, and I kind of hit like a little bit of I wouldn't say really of a low, but like I was just like, you know, because I was at home, right? I didn't see anybody till May. So I was like, I don't care, I'm fat, but I'm at home, you know? Nobody sees me. But in a sense, that also was like, fuck, I'm like gaining weight again. I'm going back to that point. And so like, I'm actually kind of glad nowadays because like my fucking jeans fit me again. But like, I've always been very hesitant about like buying clothes and being fashionable because I'm just always like, well, it's going to fit me now, but like, is it going to fit me like in 3 months? Is it still going to look good on me? And so that's why I just kind of dress simple because I'm just like, honestly, bro, I just need some shit gets me out the fucking door and doesn't make me feel like shit, you know, like months ahead.
I feel that because like when I was younger too, I would always like want to go buy clothes, but then I would say to myself like, oh, I don't have the right body yet. I'll buy it when I do have the right body. But then I feel like growing up is just like, it's always gonna be that. Like I'm always gonna be like, oh, like if I don't learn to accept like how I look or like change it if I really wanted to look a certain way, then it's always gonna be like, oh, maybe I'll buy it when my body looks like this, when it looks like that. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to wait for the perfect condition.
Yeah.
You can already work at it wherever you at. That's what you're saying. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, you can rock the jeans and hoodies and still be stylish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And still be comfortable.
Yeah. Like
And
the red on your sweater matches the red swoosh on your feet, and that kind of goes hard.
You know?
That goes real crazy. Like the details, I
I'm
love.
gonna be
details.
honest. I didn't even fucking know these shoes had a red swoosh.
Oh, it's an orange swoosh, but it looks red from here. So
Yeah. But you see that aspect of like actually making an effort in essence. And it doesn't have to be like whatever your understanding of fashion is. It could be just like I'm my shorts and shirts. I still feel like I'm you know what I mean? Well put together. So it's not at the same time it's not just the clothes, it's also like a mentality
How you feel in
aspect,
it,
how
yeah.
you feel about it.
yeah,
And so yeah.
my mom always tells me it's not about like what you wear, it's about how you wear it and how you carry yourself.
Go.
Because my mom, like, she really, I love when she like when I talk about clothes to her, she's always like, yeah, like you don't see people my age like wearing this type of stuff I wear, and I wear it because I like it, and it's like no matter what other people like say about it, it's like she doesn't care. She likes what she wears, and like it's really admirable. So yeah,
Show.
shout out to my mom.
Can we show the camera what your outfit is? Can you stand up?
Yes.
Let's
Oh my God.
Flex it.
Come on, Forrest Gump.
Do it.
Kyle, you first.
Oh, why me first?
Okay. Yeah. Go, Kyle.
that okay? Go crazy.
You gotta do it.
Hey, they just they just had the Met
Okay.
Gala.
Forget about it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, give me them shots. Give me the shots.
Not what I would wear for the Met Gala.
You know, it's Fashion Week. Let's go.
This is the Met Gala at PYB.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. I don't know if the mic's gonna I don't know if the mic's gonna hear you, but all right.
Oh, you probably didn't hear that, but
You're good.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That's my outfit.
This is a sweater that I got from the Kendrick Lamar concert when I met him in real life. Yeah, $60.
There you go. See? Kendrick Lamar.
See, that's nice because no one else has that hoodie.
I've never even seen
unless
anyone
they
wear
went
it.
there, you know what I'm saying? And like if Kendrick Lamar.
And actually, interestingly enough, I often wear this sweater, and so it's always a conversation starter. Like not me, like I've gone to fucking like retail stores, whatever, fucking in and out, and they're like, "Oh, what would you like to order?" Or "What can I help you with?" And mid transaction, they're just like, "Oh my god, you went to that concert?" And I'm like, Oh yeah, I forgot I was wearing this shit. Yeah, it's like, oh my god, I went there too. And I want to be a dick, you know, but I'm just like, oh shoot, that's what's up. Hey, I actually met him. He's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, and that's why like I also love wearing my McLovin t-shirt because every time I wear it, people are like, "Oh, I really like your shirt." I'm like, "Thanks, dude." And then like you know, it could start a conversation. And I feel like with clothes too, like especially with the McLovin t-shirt, it kind of shows like your personality, kind of like what you like and stuff. So it's like, oh, she fucks with that shit.
dude, I fucking love that shirt because like I watched Superbad for the first time during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Fuck, I had such a fucking laugh at that shit. Fucking McLovin and fucking Fogel and that shit.
Gangsters?
What's up, gangsters? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And so that is our episode today.
Yeah, boy.
How y'all feeling?
Dang,
good.
this is a long episode, but
I know.
Feeling myself.
it was a nice conversation that we had about relationships
And again,
clothes.
and clothes.
Clothes and out of nowhere.
and let us know what other topics you'd like to hear from us. Feel free to comment. And whoever you want to swipe left or right to.
No. Only your channel, all right?
Thanks for watching, y'all.
Let's go.
Represent, y'all. Represent, y'all. Represent. So I got this thrifted at H&M.